Messages, messages, come get your messages. Welcome. Hi. Okay. One message I have for somebody. Money, money, money must be funny in a rich man's world. Money, money, money must be funny in a rich man's world. Oh, is it awkward yet? All the things I could do if I had a little money must be funny in a rich man's world. Spirit said, we know you're tired of making content, and we know that you're tired of like having to do the same thing every day and work every day. Feeling like you don't have space to grow, and that you're not growing in the way that you hoped you would be growing. Trust that you're growing either way. Trust that even there's no way you could not be growing. There's no way you could not be growing. And even in times when we're stagnant, even in times where we feel like we're not going anywhere, we are still growing. You are always growing. And so just because it doesn't look the way you thought it would look, it's still happening. It's still happening. Stop thinking that you're not going to be successful. Death. Stop success in reverse. Stop thinking that way. Stop not trusting the divine, not trusting the spiritual realm, not trusting your life. Stop not trusting. When you don't trust, you are rejecting your options. You're rejecting what's actually there. If you're not passionate about it, it's not going to be successful. You may feel like you can't trust because of possibly depression, anxiety, certain feelings that keep coming up. Feelings by Georgia Smith. Feelings that keep coming up that make you feel, that remind you of a stagnant time, a stagnant situation. It's okay to look or feel or behave like this. It's okay to feel like this. And the best way to move through it is to accept it. It's okay to feel like this. It's okay if somebody is looking at you like this. It's okay if somebody is projecting onto you that you are this. That's okay. I deal with feelings a lot when I do my readings. So this may not necessarily be the kind of reading that is giving you like deep information or somebody's business or somebody's that specific thing that you need to know, like that. Look, no trust, no success. So me even like not trusting myself in this moment. Somebody's got to accept the spiritual realm. Someone's got to accept the spiritual realm. Someone's got to accept the spiritual realm. Stop feeling invaded by the spiritual realm. I was picking that up. Like, it's like I was picking up this energy of somebody feeling so invaded and like offended by God, offended by the possibility of something not being tangible to them. That it's like they think it's invasive, and spirit is always watching. Spirit is always watching. Surrender. Like, somebody might really need to surrender to that fact that, you know, it's there. And depending on how it's going to show up, it'll show up differently. But it's like, if you're not willing to accept, illumination in reverse and growth. This to me, growing in the dark. It's like, even when you can't see it, it's still affecting you in ways it's still affecting you. It's still affecting you. I'm also feeling trust that spirit is genuine. That it's not always that you're calling on a malicious spirit, or that like the spirits that are talking to you or the information that you receive is evil, or like a monster or a ghost or something under the bed, you know? That is if you're hearing, or if you're beginning to hear, you know? I just heard spirit isn't gonna get creative. Which is making me think like, you know, showing up in your space, or you seeing like an actual ghost standing in front of your bed type energy. Yeah, like trust is not going to make you sad, or that spirit isn't sad, or that something isn't sad. Possibly being worried about not being comfortable in a situation. What you're in the middle of is not sad. Rust. Something about some rust. Rusty pipes. So, rusty pipes. So you might have trust that things are exactly how they should be, and that you'll be at peace. Something with these white flowers, purity here. So maybe if you've been worried about your pipes being rusty, or that like that's gonna affect your hair or your skin, it won't. And that spirit is not resting. Trust that spirit is on the go for you in the case that there's some sort of something going on where you need spirit's help or support. Trust your magic. Trust that things are happening. Things are happening to help you get through this situation, get through these realities that you're in right now. Like, know that spirit is working. Spirit is working, and they're not resting. Trust your consciousness. Trust the information that you receive. I'm Ida, by the way. I'm an intuitive energy reader, tarot card reader. Welcome. If this is your first time being here, I know I just jumped in, but hey. Surrender your heart. I just picked up. Surrender your heart. Comfort in reverse. Somebody has to accept that they're just not comfortable about something, possibly about the color brown in general. And I think, as it sounds whatever, but I'll say, you know, it's naivety. So I just feel like, depending on the side that you're on, like if you are the person who has to deal with the person, like I just feel like that's who I would rather be talking to right now, the person who has to deal with the person who is like so offended by the color brown, or like connecting the color brown to things that is less than. The way comfort just flew out of here, but I feel like this card just kind of flew off the table. So comfort or discomfort, or not accepting. Oh yeah, that was another message I have received. Don't waste your time trying to compare somebody to somebody else so much that you never like give yourself a chance to see somebody for who they really are. Because I was picking up like it's just this obsessive energy of like, how much are you like this other person? How much are you like just comparing to people so closely and paying way too much attention to people? And then like comparing details and leveling, you know, like leveling who's best and who's not best, or like how close you are to something, or I was feeling this energy of like, you know, almost, I could almost be, you could almost be so-and-so, you're almost, girl, almost, keep dreaming, almost type energy. Very condescending in the way it was coming out. You almost girl type energy. And it's kind of like, I'm me today, you're you today, you're you today. So it's like, what are you achieving? What are you reaching to achieve? Who are you reaching to achieve? Is there somebody that you're inspired by? And somebody else is seeing that as like, well, you want to be better than them, or like, what can you do to be better than them type energy. And it's like, don't fall into that. Don't fall into that. Don't fall into the foolishness. I'm almost there. I'm almost, I don't know. It's just like, or just be aware of like what you're almost what? Almost what? Trust that you won't be rejected. Trust that people don't want to reject you. Like, not everybody wants to reject you. Not everybody is seeing it in the same way with the energy that you might be picking up or dealing with, of somebody kind of like, I don't know. Does that make sense? And I feel like to describe, there may be somebody that you're comparable to in certain kind of ways, right? So just like the way folks like to group folks together, right? Compare women in particular. And then somebody is like seeing one person as a prototype, and then somebody else is like, can you reach the prototype? Can you be this? You're almost there. You're almost there. And it's kind of like, that is going to degrade you. That's gonna degrade you. That's degrading you. That's essentially degrading you. So if you have somebody who is like telling you almost, or like, you know, and I feel like even that energy of almost was condescending from jump. So it's like, not to say that you have to even really give it any attention, but if you've been feeling that way, or dealing with that kind of energy, it's like, I really wouldn't. And they can't sleep, honey. That's just what I got. Somebody can't sleep or can't rest. Talking all that shit, can't rest. Okay, like that's what I'm saying. So can't even get a full night's sleep. Not strong, can't get a full night's sleep. Feeling weak and tired, but then have the energy to be doing this type of comparison all day long. So, and it's not a mystery. So I'm curious about what it's not a mystery about. Mystery in reverse, or something has been revealed. Isolation energy. Yeah, isolation and energy. That somebody needs to be alone, or like they need to kind of spend time in their own energy to deal with stuff. And that like the disbalance is causing just restlessness. It's causing restlessness, and it's really causing a chasm in the spiritual realm. I just heard that. I heard Water by Tyla. I don't know if that was spirit asking me to sing that, or if that was that's okay. I don't need to. Not right now. Maybe that song is resonates with you in some kind of way. Make me sweat. Make me hotter. Make me lose my breath. Make me water. Make me sweat. Make me hotter. Make me lose my breath. Maybe I wonder if someone's wants to do a cover of that song, like a masculine energy wants to do a cover of that. Make me sweat. Man, holding heart. Somebody's coming out like this. Ooh, 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 ooh. And they're not appreciating. Let me see what's not. They're not appreciating another man's hostilities. Yeah. I'm picking just abrasiveness, some sort of abrasiveness, and like it causing issues. And so that there's like, I'm just getting two men, like somebody that's very money hungry or like more about their money, and where somebody's kind of coming more from the heart, somebody, and they're like in a competition of some kind or something, or like going back and forth about something. And then I keep looking at this, something about a butt or being an asshole of some kind, maybe. Some folks are trying to lie and act like they're good energy, or that they have good energy for somebody, but like it's obvious that they don't, and nothing they could do could really change the fact that it's bad energy, and it just is. And it's like, it's nothing that you could do to change that. And I feel like they're in a position where they can use their kindness as a way to make it seem as if, you know, we can mend this, we can heal this, or there's some kind of something better there. I just heard this weird squeal. Patient. Somebody has two choices or something, because I'm like holding this red and green light here. because I'm feeling like somebody is like very karmic, and then somebody comes from the heart or like has good energy. And they're both looking at you, or like the spotlight is on you for both of them, from both of them, but like one has a heart energy and then one kind of has like a very like energy. Angel of Strength. Woman holding calm. While somebody else is having the courage to just make sure their money is right. I'm seeing a black cat here and something about the color purple. Maybe you saw the color purple. Something about lions, maybe Leo energy, but someone's focused on their money and like open to adjacent possibilities here. So like they're like, money feels more important at this moment, or that they want to have the courage to go just make money. And like, instead of going back and forth with something. But then it's the door to value or something about money that's causing this energy in the first place. And you're kind of, there's some sort of like deceiving here, something that's confusing about that. I'm picking up having money doesn't mean that you're safe, which is like, ooh, I feel like maybe you've been looking more for safety, but having money doesn't necessarily mean that. And maybe you've been in an energy of protecting yourself. Yeah, but you just might not be safe. Or it's just like, it might be that the environment still isn't safe even though it's paying you good. So it kind of like takes, you know, like everything comes with risk, but are the risks worth the money in this case? Because I'm seeing somebody holding very tight to you. But it's like, through that same door is like a nice, it feels like gold to you, you know, like it feels like really good energy. And so you have to, having courage. What else about that? Ooh, ooh. But then cornucopia came out in reverse in my lap. So it's like, even though it's in your lap, it's like, here it is for you. Even still, something about it is kind of backwards. Not happy family, or it won't. It's like you won't be able to really be happy with this energy, this trickster man holding coin. So it's like, yeah, something about it's like a contract, a marriage, but then like the romance isn't there. And you're not really even in it. And then I just see adjacent posse. So like a group of people adjacent to you, but they're not necessarily your friends, but like people you feel like you'd like to hang around. have courage to bring your divinity into wherever you go. So it's like, even if you feel like nobody will appreciate that, bring that still. Because if it's a part of you, like, it's like, if you are just weird, and not to say that anybody that connects with the Most High is weird, right? But I just feel like it's kind of like this awkward energy of this, like, hi, you know, like, you just might be that kind of person, or like there's something about you that to others isn't always the most agreeable or fit-inable. It's like, don't think about it. Like, don't think about it. Trust. I feel like there's this thing of trusting that the work that you've already done, the spiritual work that you've already done, makes you a healer naturally. Like, it's like, once you've gotten to a certain point of understanding yourself and doing the work, if you're doing the work every day, and like, you practice gratitude, you practice this, you talk about this to yourself all the time, you're meditating, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're learning about cards and learning knowledge and diving into ancient wisdom and doing all that, then you do that. Then you do this. So you don't need to think about being a healer can come in many different ways. And you're not going to be surprised about something I saw woe in reverse. So something you're not surprised about. The belly of the beast. In the belly of the beast. Ego in the belly of the beast, though. I'm picking that up too. Somebody's ego is rumbling. It's growling. Like in the stomach. Hunting. And then I'm seeing it's like this lion and then a house cat. And I was saying, it's like, you know how folks will take care of those big cats, that they're not like huge cats, but they're kind of that in between a house cat and a like big lion, right? Like, they're big enough to have in the house, but they're much bigger than a house cat. And I was watching that and I'm like, even that's too big for me. You know what I mean? Like, even that's too big for me. So I don't know. It's like, maybe you're kind of trying to find what your level is, or like what you really want out of your life. That's kind of what that was feeling like to me. Like the lion, like, do I want to go as big as a lion? Like, that's a lot of energy to have to care for. Or do I want to just kind of have my comfy house cat that like doesn't really need that much, like, just make sure they have their attention and their food and their water and their litter box is clean and like they're good. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's like trying to just see what you have time for, what energy, what you're willing to put into. Ego is definitely involved though here. Definitely ego involved. Somebody needs to accept that the jig is up and that folks know what's going on, and like, no matter how many like magic tricks that they're doing, like, we still are aware. We still know. Like, I feel like somebody's like literally in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm, like just like just doing all kinds of crazy shit, and everyone's like, we we know this already though. Like, we literally have seen you do all this. I don't know, I feel that like somebody's really trying to just like alchemize something that it's like, but we already see that it's not alchemizable. And that was another message I got. You can't fix everything. Some things aren't meant to be fixed. Some things can't be fixed. Sometimes you've gone so far in a certain direction or treating somebody in a certain way that it cannot be fixed. It can't be mended. It's better to just let it go. It's just better to let it go. It's better to let it go. It's not what you think. I was hearing that the other day. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. I'm wondering if maybe the smoke that you're seeing in the video, it's not what you think. It's actually incense smoke, but don't be afraid of a little bit of smoke. Anywho, right? Something about just rejecting what doesn't make you feel comfortable. So that to me says time to close out. So out of the messages that I gave, if something resonated, and when I think resonated, for somebody who maybe doesn't exactly understand that feeling, you may get tingles in your body, tingles on your spine, hair standing up on your neck, hearing words that remind you of something that was said the day before or something that you were thinking about, songs coming through that you thought about or were curious about, all the way down to pauses or things not said, right? So all of that can mean that this reading resonated with you or that there was a message in there for you. And also sometimes when it comes to confirmation, it's like readings aren't always really there to tell you what to do, as opposed to like confirmation of things that you've already been experiencing, seeing, and living in. So it's like you may be experiencing something and wondering, am I on the right path? Am I confused? Am I lost? You know, where am I in my life? What exactly am I doing? Or I need to make this decision, but I don't exactly know everything, or I'm feeling like it's this, right? Like, let's say you're right in the middle, you're trying to make a decision. I'm feeling like it's this, I need to go this way, but I'm not ready to go all the way because I'm just not sure yet. I need confirmation. That's what the reading is for. You know what I mean? So if something doesn't resonate, it doesn't give you tingles, it feels more offensive or more confusing, or it just doesn't seem like something that clicks to you, then it's not for you. No need to take it in, no need to ingest it, no need to stay longer. I also know that in some cases in my readings, or just in readings that I watch also, that it could just be one little part of a message, right? So it might not be the whole video that is for you, but a piece of it is for you, or the song is for you. And back to the beginning, because I was picking that up about the content thing, right? Something about the content thing, but I'm actually gonna leave it there because I feel like I might run out of battery or out of space on my phone. So that's the messages for today. All right, hope something resonated for you. Thanks for watching, and till next time, bye.